ambulance take care of her.
Yeah.
And give her
I mean, he
medicine.
does all of his own medicine.
Yeah.
He does everything himself. The only
Yeah.
thing he doesn't do is showers by himself. We have somebody come in 3 times a week, give him a shower.
Okay. I don't
But
see anything wrong with that.
when
That's
we
amazing
started,
to me.
when we started looking around for a place, I mean, when we was retired, we had to look around for a place like this, assisted living, or what do you call it? What's Methodist Village?
Well, it's not really. Is it a nursing home?
Nursing home. Okay, we were looking around for nursing home or assisted living.
They didn't need to be in a nursing home.
And
No.
we tried to find. I was trying to find for the last 6 months, so before we knew all this was going to happen. I was going to try to find out if I could find some lady. You know, there used to be ladies, elderly ladies, that would clean the room for four hours a day,
Right.
and that's all I wanted them, just for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I scouted around for a long time, couldn't find anybody. You could find kids,
Yeah.
but the kids would start stealing all your stuff. So I said, I don't want that. So anyhow, that's the reason I had to go around checking. And we checked about 3 or 4 places. One's out on the south side, and they said they'd take my name, put it down. They never called. And then I had another one in the east part of town, and I told them, I said, there's 2 of us, and I thought maybe they had a pretty nice place over there. And he showed us one room, and I said, we didn't have much room to work on either side of the bed,
Yeah.
and besides the cabinets, and he didn't show us anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I said, is that all? He said, that's it. Well, I thought we skipped that, but we went 2 or 3 other places, and they're all small rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's the only one that had the big rooms, so we decided to take it
Okay.
at that time. And then the lady was running this, and the lady was running that part over there.
Mm-hmm.
They were both running this whole thing, and they did a good job. And
Yeah.
I said the first 7 years I was in here, that was the best years I've had. It's
Yeah.
right here, because they knew how to handle it.
That's good.
But that's how we ended up in this place.
Since then.
Well, that's good.
But nowadays, what they're doing, they're building more of them, but they're making all the rooms small,
Right.
and just to squeeze in more money, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what they're doing now. And
Yeah. Everything is all about the almighty dollar now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But I don't know what, I said, and then last time what they used to do, we came in 27th day of October, and that's when we used to pay when the rent went up.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we used to pay. Well, since this corporation took over, everything is January the 1st.
Right.
Regardless when you come in here,
Right.
it's January the 1st. I said when they checked mine, they had less than $200 on there at that time, and then they come back and said that I still owed $59 more.
Hmm.
So it would come to $31.59.
Okay.
But
Well.
it's not run like those 2 women did, boy.
Yeah.
I said, just for instance, when they had the Christmas dinner in here,
Mm-hmm.
the people would go in there maybe 2 weeks beforehand and check with each table and ask each one of them, how many are you going to be here for Christmas?
Yeah.
of your family and you, and they want to find out how much stuff to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So they got all that. Well, now they don't even ask you. That's why they don't have many in here.
Yeah.
But at that time, in that dining room, there was 125 people in there.
Hmm.
They had to get big tables to go in there. They knew how to handle it.
That's probably quite the crowd for that little room.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the best time we had here. And they had things going.
Yeah.
I mean, the things to do were a lot of it now, they've cut off some of it.
Okay.
But they're finally building up a little bit more with some of the new help they got.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I don't know, I tell you. In other words, it's heck to get old.
It's better
Yeah.
than the alternative.
I know.
well, it's going to happen to all of us sooner or later. I haven't found a cure for it yet.
Me either.
You didn't apply
Me
for it?
either.
No, I haven't figured out the cure to keep
Yeah.
from getting old yet. So I figure eventually I'm going to be old too.
Well, I tell you, stay healthy
I'm trying.
and take exercise, walk. Walk is one of the big things. But I can't do that anymore either.
But
But I mean,
is that what you did to stay healthy all these years?
Mhm.
What's your secret for making it to 100?
Well, I don't know.
Well, there's not that many folks that's done it.
But just like Johnny and Ann up in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
they're in the same company as we are, except this is Brookdale,
Mhm.
Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Right.
There's a Brookdale, Lisle, Illinois.
Okay.
And he said the other night that they wanted to have a party for everybody that is 90 years old or over.
Okay.
But there was 5 stories in that place, and there's about 300 or 400 people in there.
Yeah, there's
So
several
the-
buildings. It's not
Yeah.
just
So he says, guess how many? He said 94, not over 90
Hmm.
at that place. Well, there's a lot of them in here. It's over 90 years old in our kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, our dining room. Yeah. Well, medical has changed a lot of it too, you know. It helped out a whole lot.
Yeah.
Well, I think the fact that he never smoked and didn't drink much, and
Yeah.
he used to walk to work every day
Yeah.
and home, you know, and stuff.
I'll tell you, if you got
He walked as long as
Ann's
he could.
phone number, you call her and she'll probably tell you maybe some of those names.
Okay.
I mean, if I have to find out, or if she can't find out, we call her, and she tells you. I
Yeah. Well,
I forgot who I called the other day, not the other day, but a few weeks ago, for somebody. But she told me, but I forgot what it was.
well, maybe with any luck, next time that they come down, I might be able to make a trip over here
They
too.
won't be down
I
here.
don't think they'll be down anymore.
They won't come down anymore.
No. Okay.
He's got cancer.
And,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You know the motel you're staying at?
Yeah.
This motel on this side?
Mm-hmm.
That's where they used to stay all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll. He had a melanoma on his head,
Okay.
and they took it off, and he did chemo and or radiation, I think. I don't know. I think he did radiation, and
He don't say much about it either.
then
And Ann, one time she just kind of lost it, he said.
Yeah.
And she was down in the basement, he was upstairs, and he tried to get her attention for something. And I guess he worried about her a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, I'm sure.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I think something else has happened since
You
then.
never
Yeah.
know.
I don't expect them to come down anymore. And I hate that,
Yeah, I do too.
but
Well, one last question. For the new people coming around, for the next generation.
Oh, don't ask me about that.
No.
Lucy can tell you about that.
no, he's asking you a question.
She's
Just a minute, he's asking a question.
For the generation that's coming up now, the next generation of, 15 to 25-year-olds, for their well-being or the benefit of the country, what advice would you give them from what you've learned through the last 100 years?
Well, I think they're going to have all theirs electronically.
Yeah, I'm talking about personal actions.
What would you advise somebody to do?
Oh, golly, don't ask me about that. The only thing is that watch your health is the only thing I can say. Coming up, because you better be healthy anyway.
Yeah.
But work, I don't know about the work anymore.
There's,
It's not going to be like it used to be.
and I'm seeing a lot of, from my age down, I'm seeing a lot of them that don't have work ethic like
No work
you
ethic.
have, and like was taught to
No
me.
work ethic at all. I saw that in the last 6 or 7 years maybe that I worked.
Yeah.
How many?
The last 6 or 7 years that I worked,
Yeah.
the people that came in, they have no work ethic at all. They expect everything to be given to them. They don't expect to have to work for their money.
Yeah.
They just,
Yeah.
it's awful.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many people walking into this country not they're not supposed to
Right.
do it, I mean, just like if you had a big property and somebody set up a tent in your yard and you get up next day and say, well, what the heck's he doing over there?
Yeah.
You got no business in my yard.
Right.
But yet, there's millions of them just walking in this place.
and they
in the
coming
United
from
States.
everywhere.
That's right. And then a lot of them don't have to work even. They're getting paid by the government.
Mm-hmm.
Free medical, some of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not right. But that's what they're going to be fighting about.
Well, you were born in 1914, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that Calvin Coolidge was president in the 1920s, and that's where we got from the results of his administration. That's where we got the term of the Roaring Twenties is what they called it, and. Let's see, and 1914. Okay,
There's Woodrow Wilson,
Woodrow Wilson was at 1900 and
14.
was it 14? Okay, I know it was right in there.
1920 is, what did you say his name was?
Calvin Coolidge.
Calvin Coolidge. His birthday is the same as my dad's.
Okay.
4th of July.
Okay, so, and then right behind that is when we went into the Great Depression in the 1930s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember much about the Depression era?
Just had to go to service, you know.
Okay.
Part of it was service.
Well.
Yeah. And
He didn't learn to drive till he was 35.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You want to tell that story?
Well,
How many wrecks you have?
I got married in 1949, and my wife was still driving the car all the time. I never drove. My dad never had a car in the yard, so she drove on our honeymoon. She went all the way to Wisconsin Dells, drove up there, and she had a lot of her relation in Wisconsin.
Right.
We stopped on the way back to see those people. She was still driving. And we stopped in St. Louis to eat someplace. I forgot
Okay.
where. So we ate and come back out, and she says, "Here, Leo, here's the keys." I said, "Keys to what?" She said, "Keys to the car." So she handed me the keys, and I said, "I don't know whether they can make it or not." They said,
Yeah.
"You're going to drive home." That's 300 miles. So it's all 2-lane roads,
Right.
and I was watching on both sides. Didn't know what I was scared half of the way. And when I got home, went to bed, the next morning my fingers were still like that. The steering wheel, my back was sore, my legs were sore. I told her, I said, if that's what it costs to drive a car, I don't want to drive a car. So eventually I drove, but I liked to drive then.
Yeah.
Because I used to drive up to Bloomington, Illinois. Start 7 o'clock here, get there at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
But before that, she did all the driving. Even we went swimming up to Mountainburg. We had to go swimming up there,
Yeah.
not around Fort Smith. And there was a place up there that the big lady used to own all that land in there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big lake up there, river like, and most Fort Smith people, that's where they went to swim.
Yeah.
So she'd drive up there, that was 22 miles. Drive up there to go swimming and come back home. She'd be driving. That's before. No, I never drove a car at all. Till then.
Well,
That's a deep subject.
that is true. That is true. What have you got? Now, did Lucy tell you that I have been in contact with our cousins over in Europe?
No, your cousins over there?
We have a boatload of Kretniks all over Europe.
Oh, golly. Don't know anything about them. All I know is what my dad told me and what he said. That's all I
Yeah,
knew.
well, your dad had brothers. And 3 of our cousins, mine and Lucy's counterparts, I've been in contact with.
Yeah.
I accidentally stumbled on them just because I did an internet search. I just typed in the last name. There was maybe 30 of us that popped up here in North America and 300 that popped up all over Europe.
Yeah. I don't know about anything about that. Be
No,
darned.
but